Mount Sinai Hospital in New York City has a memorial lectureship named after Dr. Sidney A. Hollin, a neurosurgeon who worked there and passed away in 1984. In my opinion, it is an absolute disgrace for them to have a lectureship named after Dr. Hollin. Dr. Hollin was a cold-blooded neurosurgeon who intentionally caused the death of my wife Phyllis over an 8.5-year period using his operation and follow-up therapy. Here is a synopsis of what he did. He told Phyllis and her parents in writing at Mount Sinai Hospital that she had a single berry aneurysm, he was going to clip it and she would be cured. That turned out to be a blatant lie. Dr. Hollin had actually diagnosed Phyllis with 2 berry aneurysms, the one he told her about and the second smaller one that was further up on the artery. While he did clip the one aneurysm he told them about, instead of clipping the smaller aneurysm, Dr. Hollin wrapped it with muslin cloth. This essentially preserved the aneurysm and delayed its growth on Phyllis's artery because muslin over a period of years becomes part of the arterial wall. This aneurysm was growing on her artery for 8.5 years, and she and her family had no idea it had even been diagnosed. Dr. Hollin consulted with the family doctor and obstetrician and told them Phyllis was cured of a single aneurysm. His associate, Dr. Klein, the resident neurosurgeon that was in on the operation, filed 2 falsified medical records after the surgery to cover up what they did to Phyllis in the operating room. 7 years after the operation, Dr. Hollin falsified a medical record he submitted to IDS Life Insurance Company. When Phyllis complained to Dr. Hollin of obvious symptoms from the surgery, a weak right eye and nervousness, he said it had nothing to do with the operation and it was safe for her to become pregnant. That was the worst possible medical advice he could have given her. When Phyllis lapsed into a fatal coma on March 18, 1984 and was sent to St. John's Hospital in Queens, I called Dr. Hollin. His secretary informed me that he had just passed away a few days prior, so she sent over his medical records. That's when I found out about the 2 aneurysms. If Dr. Hollin were alive at the time, he would have sent Phyllis back to Mount Sinai Hospital and he would have been in a position to cover up what he had done to her over all those years. Instead, I was able to have an independent autopsy performed at Albert Einstein Medical College in the Bronx. The neuropathologist explained the time bomb effect of Dr. Hollin's operation. The clip cured the larger aneurysm, it put pressure on the smaller aneurysm, and muslin became part of the arterial wall, yielding a giant berry aneurysm that ruptured and caused Phyllis's death. The aneurysm grew to giant size due to the pregnancy. Considering the fact that Phyllis was 19 years old when Dr. Hollin operated on her, 27 and a half when she died, and Dr. Hollin was fully aware she had recently given birth to our son, it appears that Dr. Hollin and his associates were pursuing their medical careers in this manner. About 20 to 35% of all berry aneurysm patients have multiple aneurysms, so I suspect Dr. Hollin is responsible for the deaths or maiming of many of his patients. All this information, including the medical records that were filed, along with a detailed analysis of the case, is located at drsidneyhollin.com. The link is listed below. Thank you for watching.